Well, we've made it to Wednesday, and this is running late today. And I thought that I would make part of that the topic for today's show. Because when you think about just shooting past something that you set out to do, uh, you've set goals, you've set landmarks that you want to get past each day. It's easy sometimes when you get behind or everything doesn't go right to go ahead and pitch that aside. And I think it's a very important skill to be able to go ahead and do the thing anyway, even though it's not going to be exactly as you planned. Sometimes just the stick to itiveness gets you farther than you think. So, we're going to talk about that today on the Daily Dance.
Welcome to the Daily Dance with your host, Brad Richardson.
Welcome again. Happy Wednesday. You've made it. Made it to Wednesday. That's something to celebrate, depending on the type of week you're having. I shouldn't frame it like that. We're trying to make it to where each week isn't so much of a battle, right? We're looking to invest ourselves into what we're doing and to overcome our circumstances and situations and to reframe them in a better light so that it doesn't feel like a huge burden, because it doesn't have to be. No matter what you're facing or how much you're doing or how busy you are, it really doesn't have to be. And frankly, we can accomplish much more when we learn a few things, learn to be able to take a breath, focus down on the thing in front of us, right? And then move ahead. Anyway, welcome again to the Daily Dance. Thank you for showing up and being here. And want to remind everybody, the Daily Dance is a show for hopefully daily encouragement and tips and tricks to give you a few more tools for dealing with whatever you are in your work and personal life. Breaking everything down, hopefully to practical steps and practical things, something that's actionable every show so that you have something to go forward with and actually attack what it is that you want to accomplish. So toward that end, we do our daily dance. That's why it's the Daily Dance. The rule is that every day before you start, really, before you leave the house or you start your work day, you should do a little dance. Just get yourself in a better mood, moving in a better direction for the day. We do a daily dance together here on the show. It can be a makeup, or that way it's the first time for those that didn't get it done in the morning. But it's just a little dance. You might feel a little bit foolish. That's kind of the point. That's part of the point anyway. We need to get outside ourselves. We need to not take ourselves so seriously, right? So this is to help with that. Do your dance, do a little chair dance if you need to. Stand up and do a dance with your department. Bonus points for that if you do. And maybe, just maybe, we can build some momentum and build a little bit of a movement toward just doing things better in our work life. So let's go ahead and pause real quick and do our daily dance. Alrighty, danced up, get the blood flowing, ready to move. So you may be watching this, if you're watching it live, you're watching it in the afternoon, likely somewhere, unless you're not in the US, or you're watching it recorded, but I'm still glad you're here. I'm glad you came to listen. Everybody's busy. There's loads of content out there and loads of people you can listen to, books you can read, everything. I know that. I am not under the illusion that I'm inventing anything new here. My goal and what we're trying to do, and we're figuring out together as we go, is how to take so many of the good things that we already know and the good subject matter that we have, and find ways to actually apply it. I was talking with some good friends this morning, and that's such a big issue of just making things actually happen, the follow through, because leadership teams, we will be given books, right? We may all read excellent books together. We have required reading because are ideas and ideals that we want to aim for. But frankly, there's so many things that just don't get implemented for various reasons. It's hard. It's hard to do. Number one. Number two, I think we get bogged down with too much information instead of simplifying to just simple steps, breaking things down to simple steps that we can do. So, to that end, let's look at our subject for today, which is do it anyway. And we do want to talk about this is the ultimate breaking things down to simplicity. Because as I mentioned with the show today, things were running late, things had come up, everything had been off schedule, and I thought about just not doing a show today. And then I realized, no, I can't do that. That's the whole point of the show is to have that regular cadence, that regular touch point, and it's good for me. Hopefully, it's good for everyone else that wants to tune in. But it's learning just to do things because we've promised ourselves to do that we would do it. We know there are others that are relying on it. A number of things, but more than anything, to develop a habit because we're building. We're building, right? We're not. It isn't just about. It isn't about the immediate necessarily. We're building, and so we're taking more of a long term view. So why does that matter? Well, because if we're looking longer term, then we want to be able to build habits, because habits are what are going to carry us through, and consistency is what's going to carry us through more than any big ideas or huge one time efforts. It is the repeated effort going in a consistent direction after a goal consistently, that constant pressure that allows us to break through and get to where we want to go. And really, my one and two today are kind of merged together. That's why I almost jumped into this, because it isn't about today. So we're building, it's a foundation, and that means that it isn't about today. It isn't about just having getting the one, like in this case, the one episode done and out there. That's not the point. The point is to continue the habit, that we've built up something of a habit and we want to continue with that habit, because it's so easy once you break a habit. It's so easy to just let something go, right? And things become harder. So it's that understanding that no, I'm trying to continue on with this habit, with whatever I've set out to do, and I want to keep that pattern going, because it's that consistent pressure that allows us to succeed when others fail. A lot of people will give a great one-time effort and they have great ideas, but to come and pursue the outcome that you want and pursue that idea day after day after day after day, super consistency, that's how you move the ball forward. Because quite often it is just one more time is all it takes, right? One more time, one more swing of the axe, one more swing of the sledgehammer against the concrete wall that finally cracks it and we break through. And with so many things in career, entrepreneurship, sports, take your pick, just in life, it really is just that one more time. And that can be maddening, I know, because it can be hard to know when to let go of a thing too. That's a whole nother subject. But on the whole, the harder thing is to be able to stay committed. You can refine, make sure you refine your ideas, recheck your ideas, make sure it is something that you need to, that you want to stay at, that you can stay at, that you should stay at. But then one more time, stay at it, stay at it, keep pressing, keep learning. You can adjust as you go, but take another swing, get a better grip. Maybe you need to replace the axe. You know, maybe you realize you're chopping in the wrong place. Whatever it is, make your adjustments, but take one more swing, one more time, and you may find that that is the time that finally gets you to break through and get you through to your goals. So, you know, do it anyway, just for the sake of being faithful and developing those habits. Um, so, and remember, so you're building. It isn't about today. I should say it isn't just about today. And then one more time, just one more time. I know you're tired. You can be frustrated. All those things. Try to put all that out of your mind and just focus on what's in front of you. That, again, things we've talked about before, narrowing down to just doing the thing in front of you. Do it one more time, and get past it. And then you'll do the same thing tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and you'll be amazed where you get. You'll be amazed where those types of habits can carry you and can get you through. And some of the things that we talk about, the changes that we would like to see in business, the improvements, the way we want to improve our performance, make business culture better, all those things. These aren't changes that happen all at once. If you have the habit of attacking things consistently and relentlessly, and you're able to just do one more time, one more time, one more time, day after day, then changes start to happen. And as others have said, you know, that those changes, once you do that, then the change will seem to happen all at once at some point. And people will be amazed, but you'll know it was the weeks or months or years of faithfulness before that that brought you to the breakthrough. So stay at it. Good things will happen if you do. Even if the goal you're trying to accomplish doesn't happen, the habit that you will have developed in yourself, you will carry that forward to the next thing, and you'll be that much more successful. So it's totally worth doing. So homework for today. Find one thing that you've been struggling with staying consistent and faithful with, and go do it badly. Find the thing, small thing, whatever the easiest, lowest barrier to entry thing that you can think of, but whatever. But it has to be something that you've been having a hard time staying consistent at and staying at. Find that thing, and then to help yourself stay at it, commit to doing it badly. If you're scared of doing it because, and usually it's the case because you're not proficient at it yet, or you feel like you've been failing, fine. It's okay to feel that way. Still go ahead and do it. Learn to just tell yourself, do it anyway. You start to feel that feeling, do it anyway. I don't want to, I'm tired today. Do it anyway. I'm not good at that. It's embarrassing that I'm not more proficient at it at this point. Do it anyway. Convince yourself. And sometimes it can help to to just set a amount of time that you would have to, set a week or a month or 6 months. That's okay. I'm going to do it daily for this long. I would say do at least a month, but, and then develop that habit. And again, it's not even about the thing that you're trying to accomplish primarily. It's just about building in yourself the strength, when you have things that you need to get done, that you want to excel at, that you can tell yourself to do it anyway when you don't feel like doing it, and you'll develop that daily discipline and you'll be on your way. So find the one thing that you can do badly until you can do it well. Okay. So this is a quick one today. Appreciate you taking the time. Just a little encouragement for you today. I hope everything else is going well, and we'll go into the end of the week here and hopefully finish strong. Just keep in mind that we can, or that you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on X. You can find us on Rumble, of course, and on LinkedIn. And then if you can find us on Locals, that would be awesome, because on Locals we are trying to develop, I would love to eventually at least develop a community where we can all encourage one another and move things along, with this goal of just improving how we do business, taking all the great ideas that are out there from all the great writers and teachers and all that, and then breaking it down to bite-sized chunks, uh, and finding ways to actually implement those ideas either for ourselves or to encourage our teams or our companies to do them. And that's what we want to do. So uh, please be sure to look us up and follow along in any show or any of our shows. And hopefully there'll be more content and different ideas coming as the show goes along. So thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope to be talking to you again soon. And in the meantime, remember to always keep on dancing.